Has anyone been feeling super anxious recently? My anxiety has been at an all-time high, and something that makes me feel at ease is watching comfort movies. Now, comfort movies are all based on who you are and what you enjoy, so some of these movies might not comfort you. But if you're open to a new movie, here are my go-to comfort movies when I'm feeling overwhelmed. The first movie I'm going to be talking about is Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine is the perfect blend of chaos, humor, and heart. Little Miss Sunshine came out in 2006 and was directed by Valerie Faris and Jonathan Dayton. The movie follows a dysfunctional family who all comes together to support their daughter Olive while she competes in the Little Miss Sunshine contest. Even though the movie deals with heavy stuff like failure and disappointment, it always finds a way to be funny and hopeful. Olive's talent show performance is the best example of that. It's weird, bold, and full of joy, and her whole family backs her up no matter what. It reminds me that you don't need to be perfect or have everything together to be accepted and loved. The next movie we will be talking about is Love Actually. Love Actually came out in 2003 and was directed by Richard Curtis. It's one of those movies I turn to when I need to feel all the emotions in the best way. It's warm, messy, and full of little stories that remind you that love can show up in unexpected places. Even though not every storyline is picture perfect, there's something really comforting in how real it feels. How people try, fail, forgive, and keep loving anyway. The Christmas setting also adds to the cozy feeling with warm lights, music, and togetherness. It's like a big emotional hug of a movie that reminds me there's always a little bit of love around, even when life feels chaotic. Moving on to one of my favorite movies, we have Begin Again. Begin Again was directed by John Carney and came out in 2014. It's about starting over, finding your voice again, and making something beautiful out of broken pieces. The music is such a big part of why it feels so comforting, and honestly, I listen to the soundtrack anytime I want to feel inspired or creative. I love the dynamic of Keira Knightley's character and Mark Ruffalo's, and it's just a unique story of creative people. It's not overly dramatic or flashy, just genuine and heartfelt. It reminds me that even after setbacks, you can create something meaningful and move forward with a little more hope. The next movie I'm going to be talking about actually just came out last year, and it's A Complete Unknown. I might be biased because I love Bob Dylan and Timothée Chalamet, but once I saw this movie, it quickly became a comfort movie of mine. A Complete Unknown was directed by James Mangold and came out last Christmas. This film is about Bob Dylan's rise to fame and his life when he came to New York in the 1960s. The cast in the film is also so incredible, and every performance was recorded live, which makes it feel so much more real. Continuing with Timothée Chalamet films, we have Call Me By Your Name. This movie will forever have a special place in my heart. It was my first Luca Guadagnino movie, and now he is my favorite director. Obviously. That was so cringy. This film came out in 2017 and is based on a book. There's something incredibly nostalgic and emotionally rich about Call Me By Your Name. The dreamy Italian setting, the slow lingering summer nights, and the way first love and figuring out who you are is portrayed. Even though it's bittersweet, there's a comfort in it honestly, and how it allows you to fully sit with longing, beauty, and heartbreak. It's a movie that makes you feel everything deeply, but in a way that's almost healing. And not only is it a beautiful movie by the dialogue, but the cinematography and music add so much to the film. It's art. Now, this next one is a childhood classic of mine, and probably why I consider it a comfort movie, and it's Chasing Mavericks. Now, this might seem random, but I used to be obsessed with this movie and surfing when I was younger, so every time I watch it, it just feels like I'm reconnecting with my younger self. Chasing Mavericks came out in 2012 and was directed by Curtis Hanson and Michael Apted. The film is about a true story of a young surfer training to surf the largest wave in the world, a maverick. Now, Rotten Tomato gave this a 32%, but that's just because they don't get it. They weren't obsessed with surfing like I was when I was a kid. It's about pushing past fears and embracing the discipline and heart it takes to pursue your passion. That message, paired with the stunning visions of the ocean, surfing, and a great soundtrack, makes a perfect comfort movie for me. Maybe soon I'll make a video just about surfing films, because that was basically all I watched when I was a kid. Next movie is definitely not a surfing movie, but a classic, Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting came out in 1997 and was directed by Gus Van Sant. It is the kind of comfort movie that speaks directly to your soul. It's raw, emotional, and deeply human. The writing is sharp, the performances are unforgettable, and beneath the pain and trauma, there's this beautiful message about worth, healing, and connection. Robin Williams is already a comfort actor of mine, and his scenes are so powerful I feel like he is talking to me through the screen. It's a movie that reminds me it's okay to be vulnerable, and the real change happens when you let people in. My next movie is a Wes Anderson classic, Isle of Dogs. I feel like this movie isn't talked about enough compared to other Wes Anderson classics, but something about this film just feels so comforting to me every time I watch it. Maybe it's because I have a dog of my own, but I don't know, something about it is just so emotional and I just love it. The stop motion animation and the look of the whole film is so satisfying and feels like a childhood dream. Even though it deals with serious themes like loyalty, abandonment, and power, it's told with such heart and creativity. It feels like stepping into a storybook world where dogs are heroes and kindness still wins. Our last film has been one of my favorite movies for a very long time and a big inspiration on why I want to be a filmmaker today. It's Mid-90s. Mid-90s is an A24 classic that came out in 2018 and was directed by Jonah Hill. It's a true coming-of-age story about a young boy navigating his new friends and who he wants to be. Most of the actors in the film are not professionals and are actually skaters that Jonah Hill found because he said it was easier to teach people to act than it is to skateboard, since skateboarding is a big part of the film. Mid-90s helped me see that being lost is okay. The rawness of the film, visuals, soundtrack, and the message it has brings comfort to me and will always be one I turn to when I want to feel inspired or connected with childhood. Whew, I'm already feeling better just talking about these films. Let me know what your comfort movies are. If you don't have one, you can try one of mine. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!